Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sean's View Entertainment, your number one destination on YouTube for daily, consistent, around-the-clock WWE news, rumors, speculation, gossip. Basically, we bring it all to you in some sort of way. The break-in updates that you're not going to hear anywhere else at the speed that we deliver it. And it is prominent, and it is significant, and sometimes it is volatile. And today we have got massive afternoon shakeups involving WWE Raw, USA Network, and a creative overhaul that could change the entire future of Monday Night Raw as we shift ahead. And ladies and gentlemen, nobody breaks it down. Nobody gives you the kind of passion. You cannot replicate what I do in AI or edits or manipulation because there is only one Sean's View Entertainment in rotation. Now, this isn't just, viewers, this isn't just rumor. This is a situation that has multiple departments rattled, executives whispering, and talents legitimately concerned about what could happen next as concerns Raw and the WWE on Netflix. And of course, the swerve of all swerves, the USA Network. As we are going to break this thing all down. Remember to hype up this video and become a channel member today. Now, with all the rumors of WWE and a lot of people, believe me, a lot of fans wanting WWE to return back to the USA Network. According to new reports dropping this afternoon, USA Network has officially made it known that WWE has the creative direction, of Raw must change. It must change. If there's any chance of Raw returning to the USA Network, again, if there is any chance of Raw returning to the USA Network. Now, there is more extensive, more exclusives going on right here. Now, these aren't just small tweaks. They aren't just they aren't just minor adjustments. This is one USA Network telling WWE, quote, Raw needs to feel bigger. Raw needs to feel louder. Raw needs to feel important every single week if you want Raw to return to the USA Network. And again, do you want to see the return of Raw to USA Network? Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions. Now, keep in mind, these aren't surface level. This is not just surface level executives. No. These are top tier decision makers within USA Network who have worked with WWE for decades. They know the WWE's in and outs. They know the strategy. They know the workmanship. They're sending a message loud and clear, viewers, fans, and subscribers. USA reportedly said Raw has gotten too predictable, too formulaic, not enough of those must-see moments that defined the show for years, especially through the Attitude Era and the Ruthless Aggression Era of Raw. One insider said Raw must become an event again. Now we're talking about the Raw's possible return to the USA Network. We're going to give you the most extensive coverage right here and right now. This is where everything could very well connect, according to rumors and gossip, according to those in the know online. Multiple afternoon reports confirm that USA Network is now in early discussions to bring Raw back to their channel. But will it drop from Netflix or will it be multi-dimensional? Well, we're about to see if it's going to be multi-dynamic. But this, viewers, this is the key. USA Network refuses to finalize anything unless WWE agrees to major creative changes. That means more big stars featured weekly, more cliffhangers, more reality-based promos, less comedy filler, more must-watch endings, less rewrites, and more consistency from week to week. And again, guys, you can't just make Raw about match after match, rematch after rematch, title match after title match. No. There has to be consistency. There needs to be a flow to the damn show. This is USA Network telling WWE, if Raw comes home, Raw must evolve. It must get involved. It must not just be filler content. You can't just be phoning it in. And honestly, this could be a turning point in WWE history if you're asking the brash and the brazen. Now, if you appreciate this level of content, daily work, support, and nonstop WWE coverage, please consider dropping a super thanks donation below in the comment section or becoming a channel member, because without you, there certainly is no Sean View. It helps the channel keep going strong every single day. Now back to this afternoon chaos as it concerns WWE and the red brand of Monday Night Raw on Monday nights. The reaction from the game Triple H. Triple H reportedly understands the business side. He knows Raw going back to USA Network means more money, more promotion, and more exposure, and more stability. But at the same time, he is not thrilled about outside creative pressures. Triple H wants stories built naturally. He wants long-term story arcs. He doesn't want an executive in a suit dictating Raw's week-to-week flow. The talent reactions, as usual, per those in the know, mixed. Some stars love the idea of Raw becoming more intense and competitive once again. Others are worried that USA Network's demands could lead to rushed storylines, more pressure backstage, and less freedom for long-term builds. One person reportedly said, if Raw goes back to USA, the whole locker room dynamic changes overnight. And now we get into this segment, viewers, and it's very crucial and it's very volatile and very important to this update. Why Raw moves back to USA Network. Why USA Network would want Raw back according to gossip and speculation online. It's not random. It's not emotional. It's what they call strategic, viewers, fans, and subscribers. Remember to like and comment and interact below. USA Network would want Raw back because WWE provides something the network desperately needs again in 2025 going into 2026. Consistent live viewers every single week so USA does not die down as a company, as a broadcast, as a brand. Raw trends every Monday. Raw pulls a key demographic. Raw guarantees millions of impressions across social media. And USA Network has been missing that anchor since WWE moved to Netflix. But as we all know, SmackDown is still a part of USA Network, the blue brand, on Friday nights. So the sudden interest in bringing Raw home again, the home away from home, it's business. It's survival. It's, quite frankly, leverage. Then we move into the creative demands. So here are the major demands that USA Network could be reportedly requesting from the WWE if they want it back on Monday nights on USA. Bigger weekly cliffhangers. USA wants endings that force viewers to come back. Showcase top stars every week. No more disappearing acts for main eventers. Stronger story arcs. USA wants arcs fans can follow easily. More reality-based promos, less comedy, and more emotional stakes. Less filler segments. USA wants Raw to move fast, hit hard, and keep the momentum going. In short, USA wants Raw to be, well, Raw again. Also, viewers, fans, and subscribers, what about the transition back to the 3-hour Raws? Because we heard in a report early this week that SmackDown will be moving back to a 3-hour format for 2026 on the USA Network on Friday nights. But that seemingly is not all. Do you think Raw can be Raw again if it goes back to the USA Network? Are you fine? Are you satisfied with Raw being on Netflix? Your thoughts, your comments, your opinions, and your emotions. 4 out of 5. Very strong talk behind the scenes, but not officially confirmed. Are discussions happening? Perhaps. Is USA Network interested? Yes. Is WWE listening? Yes. But cautionly, guys, there is caution here. Now, this could be one of the biggest shifts to WWE Raw in years. And with WrestleMania season quickly approaching in a few months, the timing is no accident if Raw returns to the USA Network. Now, this has been your massive afternoon shakeup. Hits Raw, WWE News, Stuns USA Network report. Make sure to subscribe, click the bell, and drop a super thanks donation below if you want to support the channel and if you want SeanzView to stay on YouTube.com. Because more WWE updates are coming tonight, including a very sad late-night WWE story that is dropping around the 8 o'clock to 10 p.m. hour, the time slot. Don't miss that video that is going to be coming on later tonight. Now, if you want more of these kind of coverage and extensive and exclusive, you're going to get it here on SeanzViewEnt because that is what I bring to you. That is the value, that is the intrigue, and that is the aura that is always in order. But in bonus coverage, because we always go above and beyond, John Cena finally meets viral black John Cena after a 4-year meme journey. Yes, there it is, viewers, fans, and subscribers. John Cena meets the black John Cena. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions and your emotions on all of that. It has been years in the making, but it has finally come front and center. The opening for Monday Night Raw WWE tomorrow night on Netflix has been revealed according to those in the know. WWE just dropped a major update, and it's all about how Monday Night Raw will begin. John Cena is officially opening the show. It is also anticipated, it is also expected that John Cena will wrestle and will compete in his final ever Raw match tomorrow night on Netflix on Monday night. Who do you think John Cena should wrestle? Who should John Cena go against? Who should be John Cena's final of a Raw match on Netflix? Should it be someone from Raw, SmackDown, or NXT, or will it be a surprise, a shocker? Maybe it will be an outsider. Maybe it'll be someone from TNA. You just never, ever know. John Cena will open the show live from Madison Square Garden. Becky Lynch versus Maxine Dupree for the Women's Intercontinental title. Javon Evans versus Gunther in the last time is now tournament semifinal. Solo Sikoa versus a mystery opponent. A lot of rumor and speculation about Batista's name being thrown in WWE once again. But again, that is just speculation. Ticket prices slightly drop ahead of John Cena's final Raw at Madison Square Garden in New York City, the WWE's backyard. John Cena sends out final message ahead of his last WWE Raw match on Netflix. Again, your thoughts, your comments, your opinions on all of that. Also, NJPW scrambles to add more seats for Hiroshi Tanahashi's farewell after Wrestle Kingdom 20 absolutely sells out. Dominic Mysterio joins a growing list of WWE stars demanding entrance theme changes. Rebel reveals lung cancer diagnosis after year of misidentified illnesses. Man, that's awesome. That's awful. That's horrible. That's tragic. Imagine you thinking, I got something other than cancer. All right, well, we can take care of it, right? We can solve it. We can give you the treatment. But then cancer goes misdiagnosed for weeks, and then for months, and then for years. And now, you got lung cancer. Now you can no longer walk, and maybe you're confined to a wheelchair. Absolutely sad, tragic stuff, man. Scarlett Bordeaux and Karrion Kross backstage updates. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time and at this hour, Scarlett Bordeaux and Karrion Kross claim they're making more money on the indies than in the WWE. That really is saying something. I mean, you're talking about a day in an era where the WWE are making more money than ever before. TKO deals, USA Network deals, Netflix deals, Fox deals. ESPN, all these deals, all this money, Saudi Arabia money. They got Saudi Arabia money, and they couldn't afford to keep Karrion Kross and Scarlett Bordeaux on the roster and pay them what they deserved. That is pretty sick, sinister, and diabolical if you're asking the brash and the brazen. John Cena again with his emotional message ahead of his final Raw. Also, breaking news on Chris Jericho's recent praise of TNA wrestling. And MVP says the following: I see a bright future for Kyle Fletcher. Grayson Waller trolls Chicago fans with CM Punk entrance fake out. And ladies and gentlemen, we are receiving word at this time that Bill Goldberg accused of skipping a private WrestleFest signing. TNA fan claims that he was wrongfully ejected. Tony Khan responds. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions and your emotions on all of that. Again, we provide you the most extensive coverage because without you, there is no Sean's View. Subscribe, click the bell. Plenty more to come. And remember, we got a breaking news update, a big late night news update coming to you a little bit later on around the 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock hour. Do not miss it. Subscribe.